Okay, Sam had a bit of a break. Nice cold shower, some beer, and he's ready for more. But before that, we gotta do something important. Have to check mail. Haven't checked our mail in a while. Data interviews. Okay. So, we have a bit to read. You want another pizza? Of course you do. Yet another earnest entreaty for pizza. My dearest Sam Bridges, 'tis I, your most devoted admirer and obedient servant. Peter Engler. You're doubtless aware of the momentous occasion which demands celebration this very day. Surely not, of course, for I would be shocked if you knew that it marks another year since the joining of myself and my beloved wife in the bond of holy matrimony. As you may suspect, there is only one way in which we would commemorate the birth of our union. Pizza. This guy. You will not begrudge me my continued impudence, I hope, but how could you? It is only natural. For our sacred anniversary, I would seek to procure one of the incomparable pies only you can provide. I say one, but could be so bold as to impose upon you for two. You're getting greedy, buddy. And if they could be topped with Gouda cheese. That would be magical. They should be waiting for you at the Timeful Farmer's Shelter. They provide the wheat for the dough, and I do believe they've taken the liberty of tossing in a bottle of their magnificent beer to boot. Thanks as ever, you really are a saint. That's a long trip. Hey Sam, I know you're probably doing just fine out there without any help, but you're going to want to hear this, trust me. You remember that big BT you faced off with over in Port Knot? The one with the gold mask-like thing? Well, I reckon that mask might be pointing you towards its weak point. Strange, I know, but true. See, when I heard that BTs have done in Igor, I started doing some investigation. I mean, I wasn't about to just forgive and forget, you know? Anyway, here's the gist of it. Large quantities of concentrated chiralium take on a golden color. In other words, if you see that golden glow, there is likely to be some major power source nearby. And places like that must be vulnerable to attack, right? Probably light up like a Christmas tree with a few well-aimed slugs. Anyway, I think it's the same deal with that BT. Give it a whack around the chops and you will see some fireworks, I'm sure of it. I mean, I guess it's not rocket science. Shoot into the mouth and there is always a chance you'll hit some internal organs. And that's got to hurt. So yeah, long story short, focus your firepower on that golden mask. I'm counting on you, Sam. Go get that fucker out for me, Igor. Blah 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 about terrorists, nothing interesting here. There's something glowing in the crater where Middle Knot City used to be. I wanna check that. Yes. Sam, until you showed up with that blood, I was as good as dead. I remember lying on a gurney, a body calling my name. I heard him, even though I must have been unconscious. And then I was looking down at myself. Nobody seemed to notice me. And there was this light that came down from the ceiling. It was bright, so bright. I had to close my eyes and I could feel it, pulling me in. As I floated up towards it, I heard waves breaking on the shore. And when I opened them, I was by the sea, alone. I couldn't tell you how long I was there for. It felt like it was years. But it also felt like I only had just arrived. And then I heard a voice. So I chased after it, chased it beneath the waves. All of a sudden, something got my leg and it is pulling hard, and the next thing I know, I'm awake. And my body's yelling, "He's alive! He's alive!" I've been to the beach and back. What would happen if I stayed? Well, yeah. Rotoxemia. Nothing new here. Dear Sam, did you meet up with Emily yet? I hope she lives up to your memory of her when you finally do. I didn't get so lucky in that respect. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't live with him anymore. I went back to my mom's. It was terrifying. Making the trip on my own, but I watched the weather patterns for days and made it. Just barely. Maybe I should have asked for help, but I couldn't bear to wait any longer. For your sake, I hope yours and Amelie's stories has a happier ending. Aww. Mama the Fallen Angel. Who read that? I finally got the lowdown on why Lockne didn't want to be part of the UCA. Can't say I understand it all. Truth be told, but her concern that bringing everything and everyone into the fold might mean including some elements better left out, I get. If you take a step back, you can see how terrorism and war might only get worse once we're whole. Forging bonds between people means bringing them closer together. And to do that means putting all of our cards on the table, including the ones that aren't so pretty. It's naive to expect things to be all smiles and sing-alongs just because we understand each other a little bit better, you know? Seems to me she was right to call bullshit on that one. Lockley and Mama were joined by that special bond that twins have. That's how come Mama wanted to carry Lockne's child. A child that should brought them closer together, but didn't. Instead, it served to sever their ties between them for good, and bound Mama to something else entirely. At least, that's what Lockne probably thought. Maybe even that her sister wanted the kid all for herself. She never knew about the accident, the real reason. Can't imagine how she must have felt, thinking she'd be betrayed by the one person she trusted more than anything. Not so hard to see how that colored her opinion on the chiral network. That's all behind her now, though. She and Mama have reconciled their differences, and maybe her faith in the ties that bind can be restored. Just the instructions about the skeleton. That would be proud. I was right about the camera. I'm told the pictures I took were incredible. You see, the paintings of whales and dolphins I discovered in those caves might have been painted by Netherdals. I don't really understand the significance of it all, but it's definitely what my father was hoping for. I don't think I've ever been so happy in my entire life, and it's all because of you. Dad would be happy too, I'm sure of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know I nearly gave my mom a heart attack, but this proves it was worth it in the end, right? I made a difference for once, and I can do it again. There may be other secrets of Death Stranding hidden nearby. I'll be more careful this time. But I have to get back out there and find them. I'll be in touch when I do. Okay, we'll follow up the rest later. Let's get out of here. We got business to do. Is all the stuff I have on me. So I have a few materials. I'll grab their materials as well. Yeah, all I have is for Heartman, right? Yeah. Let's have a quick look what's here. That's for the chiral artist. Absolutely not. Way station, robocist. They're not far, but I'm not going there at the moment. Doctor, he's close. Evobiologist, nope. Is that a T-Rex? Collector, like not. Weather station, distribution center, Heartman lab. I'll take those two, thank you. Ooh, materials. Well, hello. All of you go into the truck. Do I have anything abandoned in here that I need to take? Nope. You have stuff for here, but I'm not going there yet. I could do the doctor one. I want to build the roads first. So I'm going to go up to Mountain Knot, yes. I'm definitely going there because that's where I need to start with a lot of this stuff and bring resources. And
order assigned.
I also need, you can have this, the cuisine. I'm keeping this too.
Hey Sam. Look, I'm sorry to impose on you once again, but we wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Thank you so much. You've helped a lot of people in ways you don't even know. We're going to get through this because of you. Thank you, Sam. Good work.
And resources. So, what can I take from you? Claim materials. So you have metal, give me 2000. You have ceramic, give me this. And give me the 160. What's that for? Distribution center. Okay. Now let me plan for a moment. So the pavers here are ready. I can go finish this one up with 1000. Then I can go up. And I won't be able to finish this, but I can get close. I can probably finish this one. And this one is an expensive one, right? Yeah, sort of. Can I get to Heartman with the truck? I think I can. I think, yes, I did the other time, so I can go around. That's the path I took, right? Yes. And Heartman should have some more resources for me. Only 1000. Not too much. Okay. Let's go finish the road quickly. Oh, he's excited. Nice.
Someone's happy.
And there is a little parcel for Heartman. That's fine. Come on.
Stretch my legs.
Done. And then there is this one at the... Oh, that is a very expensive one, which will connect down here, right? Yeah, so that's project for later. I should probably focus on this. What do you need? Just ceramics, right? You need a bit of ceramic, which I have, and a bunch of crystals. You need a bunch of crystals and a little bit of ceramic. Come on, son. Can I get to Heartman from here? Maybe? I think I can, yeah. I mean, it's not the most efficient route, but doable. Go down. Yes.
Still got it.
Come on, come on. Turn, 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 turn. Yes.
Let's roll.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Safe travels. Have a pleasant journey.
Delivery! Ooh, that's a lot.
Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Nice, 4 stars.
Cargo addressed to Porter awaiting collection.
A cryo... It's funny.
Thank you for your continued support.
It's an accessory. Okay.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
There is a bunch of stuff here. Well, we are going to mount a note anyway. I'm not going back out there for the other guys, not yet. Ah, yeah, carry this on the back. Oh, that's a lot of books.
Order assigned.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Deadman. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Heartman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Heartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No, only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The lore.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Heartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Amelie. We're counting on you, Sam.
Order assigned.
Okay. Oh, we have a scenery here. Okay. Well, look, we're having a buff. Ooh, new duck. This jacuzzi with a view was constructed in accordance with Heartman's wishes. The water is infused with a diverse range of compounds which are not only beneficial to the body, but are also said to restore stamina and warm the heart and soul. He likes the ducks. Dude, how are you swimming? How?
Yeah, enjoy it while you can, Sam.
This is the true outdoor spa experience. There.
We needed that.
Oh, that's a lot of extra stamina. I'll take it. Ah, yeah, and I need to take his materials. Flame. So, give me all your metal. Hold on. Metal. Thank you. Give me your ceramic. And this. Yes. All in the truck. What else is there to get? Ceramics. Yes. Go in the truck. Now, what do you have for me? Do you have stuff that's for mountain knot? I am going to mountain knot. Put it in the truck. South knot, south knot. Weather station, no. Those are for the other guys. I am going to the doctor, so bring those with me. Photographer, not really. Okay. And just to make sure there are no new orders. Nope. Any my little bot can do. 83% damage. No, that's a lot. Wait. Wrong track, right? Yep, wrong track. What the? Sam, why?
Have a pleasant journey.
Why did I not put all of this stuff into the track? Wait. Can I? Can I redeploy the cargo? No? I should be able to. Ah, well.
Have a pleasant journey.
Hooray! What's in this one? Nothing.
Right on.
Beginning scan.
Gotcha.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Decontaminating soon. All clear. Well, listen, Sam Porter Bridges.
Hey, Sam. Welcome back. Tough journey as always, I bet. Look at you, muscle man. This is way more than what one porter ought to be able to carry.
Still less. Okay.
We're going to get through this because of you. Thank you, Sam. Good work.
What do you have for the doctor? Doctor. The only other thing is for the photographer. Yeah, I'll do it. It sort of is in my way, sort of.
Order assigned. Have a pleasant journey. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Someone's happy.
The cube, there's no cube close to this, is there? There was a cube somewhere here. Where was the cube? I remember there was a cube. No, it should be farther down, I think. Yeah. So there is a cube down near the geologist, which I should have taken, but that's okay. Next time I'm down there. And wasn't there another cube around here?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until
Hello,
departure.
we're swimming again.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
We gotta try the mud bath. This old spring tucked away in a little-known corner near Mountain Note likely owes its existence to nearby tar pits. As is the case with similar springs, an extended dip can stimulate the digestive system, making it ideal for individuals looking to unburden themselves and detox. I think this has an effect on the X grenades.
Get warmed up.
Also, hi doctor, I need your resources. Take this.
A delivery? Oh, good. Excellent. Everything appears to be in perfect condition. Oh, by the way, I came across something I thought you might find useful. You're more than welcome to it.
A blood bag. The good stuff.
Do remember not to neglect your health.
Don't worry, Doc. I have an apple every day.
Good work.
So, this goes to the robotist mountaineer. You want me to do this, but this is also urgent. So, I have to deal with these guys. And this is an emergency medication with 7 minutes doable once the road is ready with no damage. Okay. So, yes, but not now. And that needs to go to Heartman. That's fine. Okay. So, what do you have for me? You have metal. I'll take the metal. I'll take the high capacity blood bags. Absolutely. I haven't left anything here. Now let me take your resources. While I'm like, do I need more metal? Yeah, I always need more metal. Let's go. There is that other road that needs like, what, 7,000 or something?
Thanks. Weapons restrictions lifted.
That's a road thing down there, yeah? Okay. So I'm going down this way. So you are complete. I follow this and I should be able to complete this one as well. And this, I'll probably finish this too. I think I have the whole road done, I think. The track can be quite tricky to drive.
Wonder if anyone's watching.
Of course I got stuck. Come on. Come on, track. There you go. So take this ceramic, take this, so take this and this. Nice.
Okay.
I'm too far from what? Did I have stuff on a car, on a truck somewhere that I lost? Where was all of this? What? I must have had a truck somewhere with all of these resources. Oops. Well, someone can use them, I guess. Going down this road, yep. there is stuff. Okay. Oh, stuff that I had. Maybe. I mean, I can rest and see. What does this need? A few ceramics, which I don't have, do I? No, I used all, I think. Or do I have a tiny piece left? Nah, 400 for this. This will take almost all of my things. Nope. So what do I have here? Oh, I can claim material from these structures? Ooh, hello. Yes. That I will do, and I'm totally gonna take your chiral crystals. And just a bunch of stuff that I'm not interested in. Okay. Well, now since this will finish the road, I'll pay for it. I will probably have to go BT hunting for a bit, but yeah, it's okay. That's not too bad. So that continues. Do I go to the photographer now? Oh, hello, you have resources. I have... See, I need another 100-something ceramic, which is pretty easy to get. Okay, I'll get it from the photographer. Yeah, and the rest is all chiral. Okay. So I'll probably have something for the visitor center. Yeah. Plus, whoever controls this segment here is not in the network yet. Nope, park too far. That's better.
Hey, Sam. It's great to see you again. Never thought I'd receive a delivery in such excellent condition.
Not even half a star?
Look, it's kind of pathetic, but I got you a little something. I understand if you don't want it, of course.
It's a reason, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks.
I hope we get to meet again before too long.
Of course we will.
Good work.
We got 5-star stuff to do. Ooh, that's a trip. That's not too hard to do. That's done. Did you lose another camera? Of course you did. Mountain knot. This is done. No. We're not going up there yet. But it's just a delivery, so I will go up there anyway. So bring this with me. Yep, that's fine. This doesn't have a time for it, so that's fine. Yep, okay. And so I want 160, 320, 800. All of you in the truck. And what is there in the SARE one? Mountaineer, Doctor, Weather, Distribution. Oh yeah, I'm going there. I'll take that. Heartman's lab. I'm not going there. Chemical, lightweight resin, which I don't care for. Okay.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let's find the novelist. There you are. Any parcels? Yes.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Thank you.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until the...
Well, I'll be. You actually made it.
Folks far out as me can't always depend on porters, you know. This is pretty good. Better than good. Much obliged to you, friend.
Good work. New order of
Yeah, you have something from me. That's good. Yeah, you got this. I'm going there.
order assigned.
What books do you have? The Spooks. Enter the Maze. He has the same books that Heartman has.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Of course not. Come on. You are being obnoxious. Isn't that the whole point of the grenade? These stun grenades don't do anything. No thanks. Bye. I had my proper gear to play with you.
Sam, there's a porter up in the mountains in urgent need of help. Check in at the distro center north of Mountain Knot for more information. Bring him home alive, and they're sure to do right by you.
Of course there is. Ah.
Hey, Sam. You made it, huh? That's a relief. Cargo's in perfect condition. Looks like this is our lucky day. You know, I still can't believe we've got a guy like you on our side. Thanks again for everything. Good work.
Okay, so cool, that's for V. You got it. What is the guy down there? Oh boy. Okay, so I cannot do this now. I'll have to do it when I go up there. Okay, so let's take V's mission. Because we do have to punch a few people. Give me a new blood bag.
Order assigned.
And... nope. Just materials, but not now. That definitely. To the doctor. I don't want to go up yet. And the road is not completely ready, so no. I need to recover those and then take them to Mountain Knot. So I'll go with these guys first. Okay. That's workable. I can work with that. But Sam needs a moment to catch his breath. So let's go give Sam a moment.